Page 22, Pixies on Parade. Common time, or 4/4 time. No sharps or flats in the key signature, so it's C major or A minor. Well, look at the end. We're here. I'm guessing since we're ending on C's, it's in C major. One hand at a time here at the beginning. Let's just check the notes and the rhythms and all that. Right hand, you have a D sharp and an E to start with. Oh, goody. You can tell this is going to be a wonderful thing. Next measure, E, F, same fingers. And then the measure 4 is just coming 3, 2. I like that fingering. That's good fingering. See, a lot of times when you're going up and down like that, you use third finger on the black key. So that's good. But on the next one, we need second finger because we're going to use third finger there. Here. There's other fingerings. I could have used a third and a thumb and used 3. That's common to do that. That works. Oh. But the fingering in the book is fine. Then come up. Oh boy. Let's go down to next line. Measure 10 you're here. And then 3, 2, 1. Actually, I would prefer a 3 on the black key. And a second finger here. The idea is this is more common fingering than what they're doing. I mean, you can do that. But I'd still use third finger on that black key. Typically that's what we would do. Not all the time. I mean, at the beginning, this 3, 2, 1, that's fine. I mean, if we didn't have our thumb on that C right before it, we could have used a thumb there. But we already used the thumb, so now we're going to use third finger instead. It's okay. There's different fingerings for this. I'm making it overly complicated because that's what I like to do. But just use the fingering in the book. It's fine. Then going on. Just quarter note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. C sharp, E, D. Then go up an octave, same thing. C sharp, D. And then after the fermata, D sharp, E. It's like it was at the beginning, except you're an octave higher. And then the last line is similar to what you've had, but it's an octave higher. Left hand. Second finger on C, so you're here. Now, third measure. You see, you just played the G with little finger. Now you're going to use fourth finger here. You could have stayed and used fifth finger. It's a little more awkward because of the fingers. I don't care which fingering you use. You can fingering in the book is fine. Fourth finger. Okay, that works. Next line, B and a C here. And then a C sharp D. And I would use a 2-1 there. You don't have to use this. I would stay put. Here and here. And then fourth finger, again, is like it was above. And then the next, last measure, the second line, you're here, 4, a G sharp, A. Somebody was having a really bad day on this one. That's just, they want to share it with us, I think. So on measure 12, go down here at eighth notes. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's okay. I would tend to use the third finger on that first black key. Again, I already explained all that nonsense before. It's just, but it's up to you. Second finger's fine. And then back up to this stuff. That don't drive you to drink. I don't know what will. Measure 15 up here. Treble clef. F sharp G. And then a high G. Remember, we're in treble clef. And you're going to linger on that. It's a fermata. You're going to hang on to it for a while. Take a break. Ugh. And then we move on. We're still in treble clef. C. It's what you had before, but now we're an octave higher. And you stay in treble clef until the last measure, the last note. You get bass clef, and that is a C way down here. Put the hands together. This ought to be good. Huh? Here. Again, play it all legato to start. We'll We'll deal with all this staccato stuff later. Just connect it. One and two and one and two. 2, 3, 4. You having nightmares yet? Gone. Rest. If you've made it this far in this video after listening to that, congratulations. There's something seriously wrong here. Let's add the articulation, see if that helps at all. Nice light wrist staccato here on these. Short. Slur staccato. Slur. And then here the staccatos are in, look out. The half notes in the right hand are not staccato. Good luck with that. But the left hand's all staccato. I'm really beginning to dislike Pixies a lot. I had something else in mind when I think of a Pixie. Well, okay. Then we add the dynamics. It's soft at the beginning, fortunately. You're staying soft until the last measure of the second line. You go up a little bit to moderately soft. That's the right hand. Keep the left hand soft. Crescendo. Gonna hang on to that for a while. When I do this with a metronome, I'll just double it and hold it for 4 counts instead of 2. Now you're very soft. That's softer than you were at the beginning. Don't use the soft pedal, that's cheating. You do it with the hands. And you're staying very soft throughout the rest of it. Speed-wise, this moves, fortunately. Get it over quicker. But it has to be accurate and controlled first. So you have to take it at your playfully, not somebody else's playfully. But this would move fairly quickly. To slow down there. Maybe I shouldn't. I felt a slow down, so I did a slow down. Then very soft. So maybe when the Pixies move along a little quicker, it's not quite so bad. Yeah. So we don't want any dragging slow Pixies around. You move it. After you learn it, it's got to be accurate first, and then you decide. There's one tricky little spot here I want to point out in the right hand or the left hand. Careful. It's on measure 16 going into measure 17. You're here, you're here. And the next measure you got to be here in the left hand. You're just going to lift up and move down. There's no rest or anything. Just lift up and move down. It'll help if you get your right hand out of the way. Normally we'd leave it there, but you can get out of the way here because it's in the way. Does it make sense? And then you come down. And then, now you can, if you want, here, once the right hand's out, you can play that first note with a little finger if that'll help you. And you get your right hand up here ready to go on its one. So it's coming here. Oh, yeah. It's It's up to you on how you work that, but that beat has to be steady. And steady here. And once you're done with that, the silence is short. It's not like there's a rest in there. There's not a pause or anything. And that's my point. You've got to be able to go on. So if you want to use second finger, that's fine too. There are different ways of handling these things. You and your teacher will work it out. That's fine. I'd like to do a play with me on this slowly. Well, we're going to love that. But I want to check the notes and the rhythms and have you play along to make sure you're playing the same notes I am at the same time. Are your notes correct? Are your rhythms correct? I'm not going to do the dynamics, just notes, rhythms, and articulation. So I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. Two, 3, 4. Rest, rest. Three, 4, hold 2. Rest, rest.